everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristi Martin, and this year I'm doing my student teaching in West Palm Beach, Florida. And today I'm here to show you around the campus that I was student teaching at. The school I'm at is the King's Academy, and as you can see, the front of the school is so beautiful, and they just added these covered walkways, which has made pickup and drop off so much easier for the teachers, parents, and students. Welcome to the playground. This is one of the most important areas on campus for my first graders, especially. As you can see, they have a huge area to play in, a field as well as a playground set. Something I like about the playground is that the fences are covered with blue tarp so that no one from the street can look in, and it keeps our students and teachers safe. They have a small playground set as well as a bigger one for the older kids to play on. My first graders are allowed to play on both. They love the slides on this bigger playground set, especially. I think the swirly slides are actually their favorite. It's nice and tall, and they love to climb and get all their energy out when we have recess time, which is super fun. They also have a gaga pit on the playground, which fifth and sixth graders usually like to play pickup games of gaga ball. This is the view of the playground from the back, so the opposite of the fence that we walked in. I really love how there's a super big field because kids like to play football or kickball, and it's really nice for them. As well as the playground set is covered by this huge covering. That's nice because in Florida it gets super hot, especially in the afternoons. This is the music room, and students have this special twice a week. And they come in, they wear their face shields and their masks while they're singing. And she has a Promethean board, as well as her behavior management system is by class. And when the class reaches the top of that colored chart, they get to play instruments. And the kids have told me how much they love playing the instruments in music. So, as you can see, she stores the instruments in these little cubbies that they have. These instruments, I think they hit and they make different sounds as they play their song. And she has things like maracas and drums. And of course, they love anything that makes noise. So they definitely like coming to music. When we leave music, we see that there's this huge turf, and this is a turf grass, so it's not regular grass that the kids play on, sometimes for recess, sometimes just if they need to run around. They also added these pads to the poles just to protect students from accidentally running into them and making it easier to keep them safe. This is the library, and one of my favorite things about the library is that there's quotes all around. There are quotes from books or from the Bible, and many times students have asked me to read these and they get so excited about them. They come to the library once a week, and here they have a story read to them, and they also get to check out books. As you can see, there's green tape on the floor, and so students come, they sit on the specific green tape so that they're not too close together and listen to their story. As you can see, the library has tons of books for all different levels of readers, which I love. Now, the first graders are only allowed to pick from this specific section because the librarians pick out books that they would be able to read, which is so nice of them. And they also level the books with A, B, C, D all the way through the alphabet depending on reading level, which is helpful for those lower elementary students who may not know if they can actually read a certain book. Now, the library has a cool feature, which is they have a huge tank of fish and coral and those little starfish you see that are attached to the glass. I love looking at this fish tank every time I come in the library. On our way to the cafeteria, we just passed another big field that is sometimes used for recess as well. The classes try to split up so that they're not all together because of COVID. We just entered the tent for the outdoor seating of the cafeteria. They have these large white tents with tables underneath because not all of the students would be able to fit inside with COVID safety precautions. They also have paw prints that lead up to the cafeteria to keep students and classes spaced out as they are all trying to enter the cafeteria. The cafeteria can be a busy place, so they're trying their best to not make it crowded at all. So here we are in the beautiful cafeteria. They just renovated it and it looks so nice. These are the tables. Now you can see the chairs are staggered because of COVID, and they each have a blue dot that tells the students where their chair should be. It's so helpful, especially for first graders. This helps with students not breathing on each other while they're eating, as well as keeping their food in their own area and not letting it touch other people's. This is the cafeteria from the back of the doors that we entered. They have TVs in the middle that give announcements or things that are going on in the school. And they also have beautiful quotes and things around the cafeteria that make it really special. Now we're going to be looking at the part where the students get their lunch. They have different stations. This station is cold food, and then students can also get snacks and they can get a hot lunch. Those TVs usually tell what is being served for lunch that day. So, students will follow the paw prints and they will get in line. They will be able to get their hot food right here if they want the main dish of the day. And then they go over here and they can get sandwiches if they don't prefer that main dish, or they can get things like milk and cheese. They also have hand sanitizer because, we need to make sure they hand sanitize. They have options for fruit. I love how the company they're working with, Sage, has found a way to individually package all meals for students as well as everything else, and their food is super delicious. Also, they are able to get dessert in the cafeteria. However, first graders only get dessert twice a week because, that could be a little bit crazy. There are other stations around the cafeteria, such as the soda fountains, and some of these stations have different food. First graders do not go to these stations as of now, especially because of COVID, but the older kids definitely use them. Again, they have paw prints that are telling the students where to stand and what direction to walk around the cafeteria in, which makes it so nice and easy for them to follow these traffic patterns. And there again is the beautiful cafeteria. And as you can see, it's limited seating inside. That's why they had to set up those tents outside. They have the bathrooms over here and a nice pretty verse on the wall. And also a water fountain, which the students don't use the water fountain at this time. They use bottled water. Over here on the wall, they have some nice resources even for the students to look at and to read the mission of the King's Academy, as well as they have nurturing students so they can see who they need to go to for advice if they are having troubles, which is so nice. So that was a little bit about the campus of the King's Academy where I was student teaching at, and it is a beautiful school and they're always praying for their students, faculty, parents, and families, which I absolutely love. So thank you for joining me as I showed you the campus, and don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel so that you can see my new videos in the future. I really hope this brightened your day.